US military is suddenly on ground in Nigeria. Over the past few days, a claim started spreading fast on social media that the United States has deployed troops to Nigeria to help fight Boko Haram and ISWAP. Some posts went further, saying 100 American soldiers are already on Nigerian soil. For many Nigerians, that sounded shocking. For others, it raised hope. And for some, it raised serious concern. So the question is simple: is this true or just another online exaggeration? Well, the short answer is this: yes, the United States military is now present in Nigeria, but not in the way many people are imagining. And once you understand why they are here, this development becomes far more serious than a viral post. Let's start with the facts we can verify. The United States Africa Command, known as AFRICOM, has officially confirmed that a small team of the US military personnel has been deployed to Nigeria. This is not rumor, this is not anonymous sourcing, it is a public confirmation. However, this is important. Neither the US nor the Nigerian government has confirmed any specific number of troops. There is no official confirmation of 100 US soldiers. What has been confirmed is that the deployment was done with Nigeria's approval. It is part of counter-terrorism cooperation, and it is linked to the fight against extremist groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP. So already, we need to separate facts from exaggeration. This is not an invasion, it is not a takeover, and it is not a large American combat force landing in Nigeria, but it is still significant. To understand why now, we need to look at what happened just weeks earlier. In December of 2025, the United States carried out airstrikes inside Nigeria, targeting Islamic State-linked militants. Those strikes were coordinated with Nigerian authorities. They were not accidental, and they marked a rare movement of direct US military action on Nigerian soil. That alone was a major development. So, what we are seeing now appears to be a follow-up phase. After the airstrikes come intelligence assessment, coordination, targeting support, and that is where ground presence becomes necessary. This suggests that Washington believes the extremist threat in Nigeria, especially from ISWAP, has regional and international implications, not just local ones. In other words, Nigeria's insurgency is no longer seen as Nigeria's problem alone. This is where speculation usually goes wide. So let's slow it down. Based on how the United States operates in similar countries, these troops are unlikely to be frontline fighters patrolling villages. What they are more likely doing includes gathering intelligence, surveillance coordination, advisory roles, and helping Nigerian forces identify and track extremist leaders. This kind of support is quiet. It doesn't come with press briefings, and it doesn't involve public patrols. That is why details are limited. And that lack of detail is not accidental. It is standard for sensitive counter-terrorism operations. But here is the key issue Nigerians should be asking. If Nigeria needs this level of foreign military support after nearly 2 decades of insurgency, what does that say about the current state of the war? This deployment matters for 3 big reasons. First, it shows that Nigeria's security crisis has reached a new stage, one that draws deeper foreign involvement. It raises questions about sovereignty and dependency. How much external support is too much? And where is the line drawn? Once foreign forces are involved, even in small numbers, expectations rise, success becomes measurable, and failure becomes harder to explain. So while claims of 100 US troops may be exaggerated, the reality is still serious. America is now physically present in Nigeria's counter-terrorism fight, quietly, carefully, but deliberately. And whether this marks a turning point or just another phase in a long, difficult war, is something Nigeria will soon begin to feel, not just hear about.